structure it was. Okay. Due to change in the temperature and pressure, what happens? This rock gets bends. This type of bends are called as folds. Mountains. How does mountains occurs? When a horizontal layer of a rock get stressed or a strained. Stress means what? Force act on the particular material. Strain means what? Change in a volume or a change in a volume of the material. Am I right? Am I
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So what happens here? You can examine in yourself only. Take a one book. Then what you do is you just putting more pressure on both the side. Okay. Then what happens? The fold may get occurs in that. So natural folds are present in the earth crust are three types of structures are there. One is fold, another one is fault, another one is joint. So the challenge for the civil engineers to construct across these particular folds. You can say it's the fold or a mountains. Mountains occurs due to the stress in the presence rocks. Okay, is it clear? First one is fold. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Folds
sir.
may be
Yes,
defined
sir.
as a undulation or a bending curvature developed in the rock strata. This was the entire one rock strata. Okay. Then what happens? Due to change in the temperature or pressure, this curvature happens. Okay. That curvature or undulation is called as fold. Okay. In this fold, there are some parts are there. Can you see this anticline line, middle line axis?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Ye-
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
This axis divides the folds. Okay. Whatever this axis is there, that anticline axis is there, right? That axis divides the folds. Divide into two limbs. Two sides of a fold is called as limbs. Can you make out here? Can you make out here?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So these are the limbs and these are the called as axis. So what happens here? Before constructing anything on this particular region, you are supposed to understand the axis as well as limbs. If your limbs are strong, then only you are going to construct the tunnels. What do you mean by tunnels?
Sir, ಗುಹೆಗಳು sir.
ಗುಹೆಗಳು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ರಿ? ಗುಹೆಗಳು is a it is a tunneling only. Tunnel means guhe in Kannada. But what is the mean by
Yes, sir.
tunnel? The most
A hollow
challenging.
space which connects one part to another part. Sir.
Very good. It's a path. It's a path which connects two sides of the mountains, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So in entire civil engineering, this is the biggest challenge. This is the most difficult term to construct the tunnels. Okay. So as a civil engineer, you are supposed to understand where you are supposed to construct the tunnel for the limbs. You are supposed to understand the limbs of the rocks. If you once you understand the limbs, then you will able to understand the entire structure. How can you construct in that particular region? In this folds, there are two major types are there. One is anticline, another one is syncline. You can see here anticline is written and syncline is written here. Can you see this?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Anticline means
Yes, sir.
upfold. Anticline means upfold. Syncline means downfold. Synclines means downfold. Example for synclines are basins. ವಾಟರ್ ಬೇಸಿನ್ ನೋಡಿದಿರಿ ರಿವರ್ಸ್?
Yes, sir.
ಅವು ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಹೆಂಗಾಗ್ತಾವ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಪುಲ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅರ್ತ್. If loose rocks are present, then when forces applies, then what will happen? It will go downwards. That structure is called as syncline. If rocks are strong and bear your stress, then it will go upfold. Understood? Syncline and anticline?
Yes, sir.
Anticline means upfolded, syncline means downfolded. What you can do is you can take one book, okay, then what you do is put a stress from the both the side. If the fold is going upwards, then it is called as anticline. If your folds are going downwards, then it is called as syncline. ಯಾವಾಗ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದ ಅದ? ಯಾವಾಗ middle portion of the rocks are stronger and can bear the stress, then it will go upward. If the beds are going downward, means one condition is rocks are having loose here, and another one is gravitational pull will be more compared with the above a surface. That is called as folds. Is it clear?
Yes,
Is
sir.
it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now second one. This is a second structure called as faults. Faults means what? It's a crack or a fracture along there is a displacement. Along the displacement. These are the reason for the earthquakes. These are the major reason for the earthquakes. ಒಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಒಂದು ರಾಕ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ ಅಂತಂದ್ರ ಎರಡು ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಬರಕ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದ. ಆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಈ ರಾಕ್ ಸಸ್ಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ? ಫೋಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸಸ್ಟೈನ್ ಆತಂದ್ರೆ ಫೋಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದ. ಫೋಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ? ನಡಕ ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಕ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ. ಆಮ್ ಐ ರೈಟ್?
Yes, sir.
ಈಗ ನೀವು ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ ಒಂದು ರಾಕ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ಗ, and we are talking about 2 to 3 kilometer minimum. We are talking about 2 to 3 kilometer minimum. Okay. So what happens? You can see in this diagram, one above one road is there. See, one dark color patch is there. You can see how displacement happens here. Okay. When you put a stress from the both side, if rock sustain its stress, then it will get fold. If not, then fractures develops there. Only fractures are there, then it is called as joint. Along with a joint, along with a fracture, if there is a displacement is there, then it is called as fault. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
You can try in your home only. ಒಂದು ಬುಕ್ ತಗೋರಿ, ನೋಟ್ಬುಕ್ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ತಗೋರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ? ಪುಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಬೋತ್ ದ ಸೈಡ್. ಓಕೆ, then if it's sustained, then what will happen? It will get the fold there or undulation will occur. If not, what will happen? It will get cut there. Yes, along with the cuts, if displacements happens, then you will be having a faults. So what happens if you have a faults in your construction area? ಏನಾಗ್ತದ್ರಿ ಈ ಫಾಲ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಏನಾದ್ರು ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ? ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅದ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ.
Building will collapse.
Building will get collapse. When building will get collapse? When stress, again more stress is occurring there, then building get collapsed. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next one is joints. If only cracks are there, then it is called as joints. What will happen if you construct anything on the joints? What will happen if you construct anything on the joints. There is a no displacement here. Just imagine the things. Just imagine if you construct anything on the cracks, what will happen?
Fault occurs, sir.
No, it's not about fault. Yes, what will happen? ಒಂದು ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದ ರೀ, ಆ ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರು ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ? In rainy season,
Building
what
will
will happen?
disturb, sir.
It will disturb.
Construction.
I know it will disturb, but how it will disturb? ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ನಾಗ ನೀವು ನೀರ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ?
ಅದು expand ಆಕೈತಿ, sir.
It will get expand, right?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, in a rainy season, what will happen? In rainy season, all the water will go and deposit in the cracks. Then what will it will do? It will start expanding that area. Yes? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
expand
sir.
agua
Yes,
ಏನಾಗ್ತದ?
sir.
Whatever you construct on that particular region, it will get collapsed there. So these three major structures you are supposed to understand before going to for the construction. ಈ fold ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? What will happen on the fold? How your structures will get disturbed? ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, okay? Take a book, okay? Keep anything, any object on the book, okay? Then start giving the stress from the both side, and just tell me what will happen on that particular region.
So object is moved from one place to another place. sir.
Another place, exactly. That means your building get collapsed here also by terms of the changing, means strain will be there. For the strain, it will occurs like that. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
The
sir.
next one is strike and dip. This strike and dip you are supposed to remember until your 8th semester get over. These are the major two terminology you are supposed to understand. Strike means it's a horizontal line. Dip means it's a maximum angle of inclination. You can see in this diagram. Can you see this diagram?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what happens here? Strike means measuring the horizontal plane. Whatever the horizontal lines are there on the structure, to measure that you are supposed to understand the strike. Strike means it's a horizontal surface. It's a imaginary horizontal surface if the angle, if the rocks having some angle. Dip means it's a maximum angle of inclination. Okay, on this we have some problems to solve. That problems I will tell you in the Saturday class. Okay, to construct dam you require this particular knowledge: the behavior of the rocks, the behavior of the inclination, that all the things you are supposed to understand by means of this strike and dip. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. These four terminologies are clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. We can discuss the questions.